Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. Here we are, Sof Shavua Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Nitzavim, the last Shabbos of the year. We have to make it count. One of those rare years where Nitzavim is read alone. So we have Nitzavim this Shabbos, Vayelech next Shabbos, first Shabbos of the year on Shabbos Shuvah, and then Ha'azinu on the Shabbos between Yom Kippur and Sukkot. Short Torah readings, but very, very meaningful. We ask you to please continue davening for Chaylei Tefillah May for Shalom B'chol Petzua Yisrael, the safe return of our hostages. And we learn each day Leila Nishmat Seren, Daniel Shimon Ben Rav Dernon V'Shlei Shem Kam Damo. Let's now discuss a Parsha Shniya V'Shlishis, the second and third Parsha of Kriya Shema. Yesterday we discussed the first. But Parsha Shniya V'Haya Im Shemoah, so in the second chapter, which is known by its first words, V'Haya Im Shemoah, Anulomdim Al Archan Shel Mitzvahs HaTorah, we learn about the value of the mitzvahs in the Torah, the reward to those who fulfill the mitzvahs of the Torah, and the punishment to those that violate the mitzvahs of the Torah. If we will love God with all of our hearts, and we will fulfill His mitzvahs, we will merit the blessings of God. The earth will give its bounty. V'narich yamim will have length of days. Anachnu v'nenu, we will have our children. Al ha'adamah shenishba Hashem l'seis la'avoseinu v'lanu, on the land that Hashem promised to give to our forefathers and to us. V'im chas v'shalom nasir min haderech, and if we, God forbid, stray from the path, yecheraf Hashem banu, Hashem's anger will flare up against us. Ha'adamah lo sitenes v'lah, v'nevad mi al ha'aretz ha'tova, the earth will not produce its bounty, and we will be lost from this good and kind land. And then the Torah goes and commands us to reflect, have introspection about these foundations. And also we have to have this parsha, the second parsha of Shema, Hayim Shema, also in the tefillin, both in the hand and the head tefillin. And also we have it in our mezuzahs. In the first parsha of Shema, the main note was turning ourselves towards heaven. To give all of our power, all of our strength, all of our efforts towards serving God. In the second parsha, the main note is revealing the way Hashem conducts Himself in the world. Fulfilling mitzvos is an expression of revealing Hashem in this world. Reward and punishment also is an indication and expression of Hashem's providence over the world. The Parsha Shalishis in the third chapter, Vayomer, which is known as the Parsha of Tzitzis, there's something special about the mitzvah of Tzitzis, because in the mitzvah of Tzitzis it has the ability to remind us of all the mitzvahs and to allow us to remember all the mitzvahs of the Torah, and to stir us and to spur us on to fulfill the mitzvahs. By seeing the tzitzis or the tcheles, then we will remember the mitzvahs Hashem and we will perform them. Haremez lekach, and the way that we hint to this, shemitzvahs tzitzis miskayemes b'yom v'lo b'layla. Tzitzis is fulfilled in the daytime and not in the nighttime. Ki hayom romez al hagilui ha-barur shel devar Hashem ba'olam, because daytime indicates the clear nature in which we could see Hashem revealed in this world. Mitoch gili oron shel mitzvos, and as a result of revealing the light of the mitzvos, v'haskarasan, and remembering them, yeshlonu koach liskaber al yetzer, then we have the strength to overcome our evil inclination, kfi shenemar, v'lo sasuru acharei levavchem acharei nechem asher atem zonim achareihem, as the pasuk tells us not to stray after our hearts and after our eyes. Besofa shel parsha is keres yitzias Mitzrayim, and at the end we have the mention of the Exodus, shenitztavenu lizochra biyom uvalayla, which is commanded to be remembered in the daytime and the nighttime. Kamo tzitzis shemegales oron shel mitzvos. Tzitzis reveals the light of the mitzvos. Kach yitzias Mitzrayim gilsa kiyesh manhigu olam. Exodus reminds us and reveals to us that there is a leader in the world, a guiding force for Am Yisrael Nifchar Legalos Tvaro, and the Jewish people were chosen to reveal His word. Also, I would direct your attention, this is not in the text here, but of course, tzitzis and all the mitzvahs in the Torah, of course, we have the famous Rashi that points out one of the few times Rashi uses gematria, that tzitzis, the gematria of the word tzitzis, tzadi yud tes, is 600. Do the math, it works. And then there are 5 knots and 8 strings on a strand of tzitzis, which gives us 13. So, of course, then you have the magical 613. Again, another way just to remind us of all the mitzvahs. Let's conclude this chapter. All 3 parashiyos of Shema are a continuation and an elaboration of the foundation of faith which we have in the very first pasuk of Shema. In the first chapter of Shema, we learn what it means to have the basic understanding of faith in our lives, which is the unique and single most value that we have in our lives. And this is when we say Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, that Hashem is one. That's what this means. We accept upon ourselves the yoke of mitzvos, that through the value of keeping the mitzvos, that's how blessing flows down to the world. And this is an explanation, an expansion of the words in Shema. It says Hashem Elokeinu. So Hashem Echad is the first about faith, and faith in our ability to have faith in this world. Hashem Elokeinu is that God is the guiding force in this world. And the Parsha Hashlishis Mitzvahs Tzitzis Shemaskir Mashmil Lanu Es HaMitzvos, the third chapter of Tzitzis, which reminds us and teaches us about all the mitzvahs and the commandments. And in the conclusion of that chapter, we have the Exodus, in which Hashem revealed that He has chosen us as His nation, and Hashem is the one that controls and oversees the entire world. And this is Shema Yisrael. That's the expansion of that phrase, Hear, O Israel. Behilchos Berachos Kriya Shema Nilmad Shagam HaBracha Shetiknu Chachamim Hein Hemshech VaHashlama LaKriya Shema. And in the laws of the brachos of Kriya Shema, we also learn that these brachos, which Chazal instituted, are also meant to complement and to expand this one verse of Kriya Shema. So from the verse of Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, we have the expansion in the 3 chapters and the 3 blessings as well. And what an incredible way to conclude our week of learning. I'm not sure that we'll get one in on Monday on Erev Rosh Hashanah. We'll see. It's unclear, a lot for a rabbi to do this time of year. But if I don't, I just wanted to wish everyone a Ksiva v'chasima tova. May our tefillas be heard. May you all have inspiring, uplifting tefillas. May we all be inscribed in the book of life. May we only know from good health, bracha, nachas, mazel tov, and of course, peace for our brothers and sisters in Israel. Safe return of our hostages as we daven. Please continue davening, and please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Gan Yisrael for Shem Chol B'Tziyut to Israel, safe return of our hostages. Nishmat Saren Daniel Shimon Rodon V'Shlosh Kudamo. Wishing you all a peaceful and restful last Shabbos of the year. Shabbat Shalom Baruch. Thank you so much for joining us this year. If we don't see you next time, we'll continue next year. Shabbat Shalom.